Start home or away in terms of props?
Let's start home.
And first one, we have, will there be a fourth quarter comeback? Yes.
Ooh.
That's 280. This just great odds for the exact thing every football fan will be rooting for. It's Mahomes versus Allen. Every one of them has responded to every challenge so far in their young careers. And yeah, this just kind of tells me whoever gets the ball last wins. That's the way this game should go. And yeah, what a fun bet.
That is a really fun bet. And if we look at how the Chiefs played last playoffs, there's a history of them coming back. So yeah, love that bet.
Last playoffs, this entire regular season, their entire regular season was a study in winning the get the ball last model of football game.
Yep. Yeah, they for some reason are always a really slow starting team. So if the Bills can jump out and grab 20 points in the first half, 17 points in the first half, I can definitely see this happening. This is a chalk play, I will admit, but it seems pretty close to a sure thing. Travis Kelce over 7.5 receptions. Again, only do this if Mahomes is playing, obviously. Although if he's not playing, you might be able to get value on this that's closer to like plus 150. Also, when I was looking at Chiefs plays, there's so much juice on every single prop. It's crazy that they're just a very public team to bet props on, I guess. But yeah, the last time, can you guess the last time Travis Kelce had fewer than 7 catches in a game?
The Kennedy assassination.
It's week 7. It's been 12 weeks since he had fewer than 7 catches in a game. He gets a ton of targets. He averaged 10 targets per game this season. And since week 7, he's averaged 11 targets per game. And here's another crazy stat about receptions to tight ends. The Bills allowed 92 receptions to tight ends this season, the most in the NFL. So yeah, they're going to use Travis Kelce.
Yeah, and they've been using Travis Kelce. I really looked at the prop bet market for the Chiefs last week, and it just seemed like kind of stupid, the amount of payoff. But I went the under on all the Kelce and all the Hill bets because it seemed like, oh, if you go on the under universally, one of them will hit. They were all destroyed by halftime.
Yeah.
When the Chiefs want to emphasize these guys in the big games, they can get the ball to them whenever they want.
Yeah.
I have another fun Chiefs one. I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire touchdown tied to a Chiefs win plus 240. They got to get Clyde in there. It's been this whole year. They need, if they're going to get to the Super Bowl and be the champions, they have to kind of have a running back, don't they?
Is he going to play? Oh, he just returned to practice today. Okay. So yeah, I guess he might play. If he doesn't play, Darrell Williams was really good last week. But that's just to show that the system is set up for running back. So if he gets a lot of snaps, he's going to do really well.
Yeah, and he gets a bad rap just because expectations were so outsized. Like, he was never going to live up to the hype he was getting here. So, yeah, he actually had a really good rookie year. It's maybe you getting yourself gaslit over your fantasy projections. He's a good player.
Yeah.
And Sam saying he likes 1,100 first TD score for Clyde.
Wow. This one I like. I guess it's kind of dependent on how healthy Cole Beasley is. I like John Brown over 4.5 receptions. Cole Beasley is clearly dealing with an injury. Last week, I expected him to be more involved, but he was just injured, limping around. So John Brown took over. He had 11 targets, 8 catches last week. And it's plus 108 is what I found for this. So that's pretty good odds for a wide receiver 2 to grab 5 catches in a game where the Bills are going to have to pass the ball a lot. Also, when I was doing the research on this, John Brown sat out 7 games this season, and 5 of them were road games, which makes me wonder if he was actually hurt or if he just like doesn't like traveling.
Yeah, he loves the city of Buffalo.
He just wants to stay in Buffalo.
Yeah, he's kind of like he can only perform as a slot receiver if he's near Niagara Falls. He's the world's most boring superhero. Hey, if I'm near the world's biggest waterfall, I can be 75% of Eric Decker.
Also, every time I've ever looked up John Brown, it's returned the guy from the Civil War.
Yeah, and like a lot. I can give good analysis of any NFL player except John Brown. That's my favorite barbecue place in New York City. Let's go to LIC and grab some. Honey, you're going to LIC today, right? Yeah. Will you bring me back some John Brown? Okay, so my Bills bet, I like Josh Allen over 32.5 rushing yards, minus 115. So there's a little juice there. But this Chiefs defense, they don't like tackling. Josh is big. He's physical. He's the leader at this team. If he tucks it and runs it, there's not much that the Chiefs can do in the secondary. He's going to be able to change the whole tenor of this game with his legs. And for Josh Allen, this figure seems crazy low.
Yeah, 32.5. I mean, during the regular season, he didn't hit that as often because he was throwing it a lot more this season. But in a playoff game, you got to love him just tucking and running. I have a similar bet. I have Josh Allen rushing touchdown plus 135. It's the biggest Bills game in 30 years. He's going to get in the end zone. He's going to get first downs however he possibly can. If that means he like lowers his shoulder into a linebacker, he's going to do that. Also, he had 8 rushing touchdowns during the regular season. He's just like, he's good at the goal line. The Chiefs allowed 7 rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks this season, second most in the NFL. So yeah, I think both of our bets here could hit.
Yeah, and I would even advise the viewers, the listeners, to poke around and see if you can find some sort of parlay about this, because I think we're preaching the same logic here. This is a Josh Allen game. So see if you can find a little like bit of a less of like 25 yards and a touchdown in this one.
Yeah.
That seems like a great bet. And that'd probably be at like a plus 170-ish payout.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, PointsBet. Put that on your site.
Yeah. And they do have same game parlays available at PointsBet. So if you are looking for this, PointsBet would be the place to go do it. I like looking at their resources when I pull up these lines. And, you know, we've just gotten better pulling up these prop bets as the season goes on. And you'll see why when you visit PointsBet. And if you use code bonus props there, they will match your deposit. So maybe you put the meat and potatoes on the spreads and you use that free play on some player props. That seems like a fun way to do it. And there's also no juice this week on any of the spreads. So That's not a bad place to be in at all. Packers -3 even odds. And that's better than Bitcoin.
Who do you like in this game?
I don't know. I'm scared of this one. I think I'm going to take the Chiefs -3 points here. I think I'm going to have Buffalo in a tease as well.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the Chiefs second half line and do that. But yeah, the actual game, I don't know. The total, what is it? 55.5, 56.5, something crazy like that. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It's 54. So maybe I would go over.
Yeah. So I think Bills and the overs to play here. You tease those together, you get Bills to 9, you get the over to 48. That seems pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah.
That's how I'll be playing it.
I don't hate that at all. You can get it 53.5 at BetMGM.
Yeah, so that's why you want to go to the Props Network. You want to shop around for the best line if you are in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. And you know what? It's not as good in New York, and I'll get yelled at if I go through my process, but I call up Doug and I'm like, hey, let me get the under at 53.5. He's like, nah, it's 65 now. That's how it works for me. So you have advantages living in states with legitimate bureaucracies.